playing aggressive kind of style games.
Yeah.
And in CVP as a Zerg, you have to you have to turtle up, you have to defend your bases, you have to build up, you have to do some kind of harassment and or either that or you just contain your opponent and expand all over the map.
Well, I mean, what I've seen... Okay, so, like, this is what I've seen in, like, CVP right now. So, right now, Protoss 2 bases, and then goes up to get, like, they do, like, the Forge Fast expand. Except we're not seeing that this game, of course, but we normally see a Forge Fast expand with getting +1 in Corsair. And then the Zerg gets their 3 base, like, the risky third build is what I always call it, because it's the third is so far off and so easily just killed off. And then that just follows by a Hydra Bus, but the Hydra Bus like never works because of the storm. But and then the whole Zerg army is just dead, and then they can't do anything about it.
But the thing with Hydra Bus though is you have to know the timing and you have to know when to Hydra Bus and when to, let's say you go Hydra Bust and you go all in and just like attack and dominate your opponent when you see that your opponent went let's say he went fast expand, he got what's it called, a core, and he's going starports and he got 2 starports and there's no gateways going up yet.
Yeah.
He's just building Corsairs. That's when you just pretty much build up 5-hatch Hydra and you just go all in with Hydras because he's not going to have enough forces to fight off whatever Hydras you're going to have at that point. But if your opponent is going 1 starport and he's just building 1 or 2 Corsairs and building up gateways at the same time and a Citadel, then you should pretty much just stay back, start getting lurkers and going in all defensive.
Yeah, because what I've seen a lot of Zergs lose is just like they just go all in for it, and then they had like 30 or 40 Hydra just got completely decimated by Storm. And they're just like, Storm! And then everything's dead. It's not a good time.
And that's another thing as a Zerg player, that if it's not... You usually engage at an early game, like a 8-minute, 9-minute mark with your Hydras. Anything after that, you should never engage into Protoss's natural. You should... Pretty much what you have to do is you have to wait when Protoss army moves out, and then you have to flank and surround it and attack it from different sides, because that way it's not going to be there's either A, not going to be enough storms, or B, it's a lot harder to predict where to storm your Hydras.
Yeah, I mean, what I've seen a lot of what I've seen, like, yeah, that Hydra Bus comes to like 8, 9-ish minutes, sometimes even 10. But what happens is that they'll go like a 6-minute storm, and they'll have storm by the time they engage. So that Hydra Bust, I've just never seen it really work out that much, and I'm just surprised that they're still go for it.
And you know what? I really hope that he's going Mutalist right now, but I really hope that he would go Hydra because Protoss is going.
But yeah, he's one basing. This is not a standard game that I'm used to seeing. But yeah.
Yeah, he's actually gonna go Reaver right now, which is not standard at all. And
Corsair Reaver, it's not terrible. It can really do a lot of damage actually, but you know you have to like micro stuff perfectly, or else like you lose a shuttle and then you're like wrecked, and then it's like okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, and Hydra's own Reaver Corsair build. Because Reaver because if you micro Hydras properly, you can easily pick off a Reaver with 4 Hydras.
And especially like right now where he doesn't have the super high like gateway count, so he's not really going to be able to, like, the Reaver's not going to be behind a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's very, very true. Like, it's a very like risky, it's kind of like a cheesy build, but it's not like, it's just like a cheesy unit composition to go. It's like hit or miss, like if it works or not.
But the problem is though, is not the fact that he is going that, it's the fact that his opponent is unaware of the situation he's in.
Yeah.
And he's completely defenseless right now. He has nothing to defend with, and the Reaver is 80% done. So by the time the Reaver's out, he can pretty much kill all of his drones. And it looks like it's gonna, like, to be quite honest, I think that Michael is gonna lose this game, because what's gonna happen is all the drones are gonna die to the Reaver, and he's gonna try to attack through the main door, but will fail because of the blockade.
Michael is like, I believe if this is the right Michael I'm thinking of, this Michael is like known to cheese a lot, and he's supposed to be a pretty high level player, but yeah, he's not doing too well. That third's getting wrecked right now, and just gonna go pick up and go on to the natural. So I'm not sure if this is Michael. This is a Michael, or if this is just a different Michael. But anyway, these Lings are gonna try to get us around on that. Showing his best ability. But yeah.
And this is pretty much what's happening. What I predicted is happening right now. And look
Oh wow, that could have done so much damage to that Ling too. Oh, didn't even go off again. Not, you know, I'm gonna say Owl is not really doing that great right now.
That was a good Scourge timing, but he did. Oh my God, this thing has so many kills.
Yeah, no, it's very very true. Oh,
that was a beautiful death shot. To be quite honest, I do have to say he does have 3 hatcheries.
Still running.
His drone count is really low at the moment, however, but and he did go Mutalisk, which means that he either has to butt through the main door right now or he's out.
Yeah, because I mean the thing that Owl doesn't have right now is an expansion. So I mean, as long as he continues to contain, he's going to be okay. But it looks like he's going to about to take his expansion.
Oh yeah, and not only that, look at, I mean, the worker saturation difference is so high that...
Yeah. I mean, look at the main base. Now, I mean, Zergs normally tend to have, like, super saturation, like what Protoss and Terran tend to have off, because, I mean, they have less bases, so they don't, so they tend to saturate better. But yeah, I mean, like, the natural has, like, what, 2 drones? The main base has 9, and the third has, like, 2. So it's like 15 drones.
Oh yeah, but the thing is that what Terran and Protoss players tend to do is oversaturate in the beginning, not because they believe that it will increase the efficiency, but because they do drone transfer afterwards.
Yeah. Mm.
And Zerg is the only race that actually has lower saturation, because the max saturation you should have is, I believe, 15.
Oh, awesome.
9 patches.
Okay.
That's the most efficient one, because if you start having more than that, it gets
just
useless.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like Zerg, I mean, like 9 drones is not terrible. I don't know. I mean, like when I see like 4 drones mining from mineral patches, it just kind of like it doesn't seem that efficient at all.
Oh yeah, but that's the thing about actually going back to the 5 hatch Hydra build, is that if you have three bases, as in like your main, your natural, and an expansion.
Yeah.
And you have 5 drones mining at each base, it's sufficient enough to keep on producing Hydras from 5 hatcheries.
Yeah, that's why I never see like a super high like economy from the Zerg sometimes from that build, because that's the most consistent build that I've seen. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he did manage to snipe off all of the Corsairs he had, but
this Owl might just push right through this actually. Well.
Oh
yeah. Yeah. There's a GG by Michael. Yeah.
GGG, yeah, actually.
That was kind of an interesting.
Oh yeah, and
just wasn't able to deal with that like Reaver. Like that's like the biggest thing that was like different from that game. Like that's.
And his mistake was going early Mutas. I guess his understanding was that he saw 2 Zealots blocking off the ramp, so he assumed it's gonna be a 2 gateway rush.
Yeah, it's fine.
So he started building Mutas because he was expecting high numbers of Zealots.
I'm going to game number 2 on Fighting Spirit.
Alright.
More of a macro style map, for sure. But does help Protoss do take that 3rd base a bit faster, so. I don't know.
And I'm in as well.
Yeah. Oh.
Alright, we're all set, I'm guessing.
Yep, you're just downloading the rep. Cool. Now, for this map, for like Zerg taking Fighting Spirit, I don't know, it's like a mixed. It's gonna be like a mixed bag for my feeling for this map, because I wouldn't say like Zerg. This map heavily favors Zerg though, in any way. Anyway, spawning in the top right. Didn't change the overlay too quickly. It is spawning in the top right. It will be the brown Zerg Michael, who did not win last game. And then spawning in the bottom right, it will be Salvation Army's Owl, who did a pretty good job last game. Can't complain.
And I was quite surprised to see something untraditional like fast core into Corsairs and whatnot, because fast expansion, the forge and the cannons at the natural choke became so common that it's like seeing it every morning.
Yeah.
It's like seeing a sunrise in the morning. It's so common that when you see something else, you get surprised. And
Yeah.
I was quite amazed to see that last game, and I hope that something surprising is going to happen this game as well.
Yeah. I definitely like to see like non-standard build orders, because like you can copy and paste like 20 casts together of like the same generic game, and it'll be the same game. Sometimes,
yeah. And I guess the thing with Sao is that he dislikes the fast expansion kind of build order, because we do see this pylon at his main base already.
Is he going cheaty? No. Well,
So he's either going 2-gate or he's going the same build order as he did last time.
yeah, so he's definitely not going to be going forward fast expand.
Which is it is a good build order against a 9 pool or an over pool.
Yeah.
Because it does give you that technological edge, and you're not that far behind economically, because you still apply pressure.
Yeah.
However, if you do see that your opponent is going 2-gate or he's going to 1-gate into Cybercore, in my opinion, best thing to do is to go 12 hatch, because that way you get economical advantage over tech, and you can just overrun your opponent with Hydras.
Yeah. But yeah, we're definitely going to take a 1-base tech route. Now, what that tech will be going is probably going to be very similar to last game. So I'm what Corsair Reaver again for 1 base.
And,
yeah.
Oh my god, this is so painful to watch. the infamous pylon.
Yeah. He just can't.
And I mean, as a Zerg player, I hate when that happens. It's
throws you off.
yeah, I'd rather get slapped in the face than having something like that happen to me, because it's really annoying, first of all, and second of all, it does set your economy and everything further back.
Yeah. But he will be getting down both hatcheries there, so it's not terrible.
And looks like he's gonna try to push in right now, and this is the point where and oh my god, he made a huge mistake right now. No, actually he didn't have his zealot on hold, so he is gonna lose that zealot right now.
Yep.
And
no.
Michael's actually doing the right thing. He's not engaging into attack with zealots. However, you could surround him and pick him off, but if I was in his situation right now, I'd rather be picking off probes, which is what he's doing now.
So you have 2 probes so far, 3 probes. So not bad at all. Advancing into Cybercore, so this is really going to throw it off, though. So very nice run by Michael.
He's not mining gas right now. I mean, he's not fully saturated, therefore he's not going to be able to produce higher tech units as fast as he could last game, because of this interference that these 3 Zerglings are causing.
Yeah. No, it's so true. I mean, also you have to. I mean, that pylon is worth that zealot, so is it worth putting that pylon down and then not having your zealot out that much faster to deal with that? I mean, he only had 1 zealot in there to hold that off for the time being, so, yeah.
Exactly, and I'm not going to deny he could have easily held it off. His mistake was the fact that he forgot to put his unit on hold position.
Yeah. No, it's so true.
And that's, things like that can cost people game, and it happened to me before. It happened to people I played against, where something so small can cause so much problems.
Yeah, no, it's very true.
Like, this Zergling has 3 kills.
Yeah. I'm not sure if, did you watch the ISL at all? The ISL, the like big foreign tournament that like Hakopi's casted, I think is what his name was. It was like what?
Is it Brood War or
it's Brood War.
I might have watched it, because I do watch I don't think it's OSL anymore. I think it's Star League and whatnot.
Yeah, well it's not like pro scene, no, it was just foreign scene. So they took like the really top foreign players for it. Like Michael is actually in it, so Michael's a pretty high level player. But you see, we saw like this guy named Suzuki had like 2 Zerglings in the base and just never died, and he got like 17 pro kills with 2 Zerglings. Like that's how crazy his multitasking was. Yeah, but it looks like transition to Corsair Reaver right now.
And it looks like this is not a good idea, to be honest. Going Reaver against Mass Hydras is the worst thing you can do. Especially off one base, because you're not gonna go Mass Reaver, you're gonna have 1 or 2 Reavers at most.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, go ahead.
And aside from that, he can't even afford it right now because he's so low on minerals.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he lost, a significant amount, and he's also producing Corsair behind this. So, I mean, it's not like you could go Mass Reaver against Hydra, but you just need to do the Forge Fast Expand, to do that, pretty much, to get that second base going.
Exactly, and I wonder what he is upgrading speed right now. It doesn't look like he. I wonder if he has the range upgraded.
Oh, I think we're seeing Hydra's speed up. I don't think he's gotten range yet. Because
in ZVP actually, range usually the first thing that people tend to upgrade because whenever you try to harass, like let's say even if he engages in the main door attack right now, and he can easily pick off zealots without getting hit by goons. Or whenever there's fast expansion, you can pick off a forge and a gateway without getting hit by cannons. And I guess that's why he went range first. It does look like, and he better micro those Hydras well, because it does look like that Reaver is gonna dedicate itself to defending the base. Yeah, I mean,
these Hydra aren't gonna be terrible. I think it's just more or less the pressure for the time being. You have to do like something against Protoss, so they just don't like go take expands willy-nilly. I mean, you have to like put some foot on the ground. So yeah, I think it's just more or less the reason poking in and out.
The other mistake I think AO is doing right now is putting down a second Robo Bay.
Oh, why?
Robotics facility. Yeah. While he is producing Reavers, he's not economically capable of supporting 2 Robo facilities right now and building 2 Reavers at the same time.
Yeah. And these Reavers thing, yeah. I mean that trade was probably just cost effective to kill off that Reaver anyway. Probably, yeah.
It was worth it because not only did he kill off the Reaver, he also killed the shuttle, which means that he can engage with like he can attack these 3 Zealots and 2 Dragoons without any hesitation, because the Reaver is further behind right now, and then he can pick off the Reaver without any kind of support from those units.
Yeah, I want to know though, like who would make a super awesome battle siege unit like the Reaver, and its only form of mobility is a hand at the front? Like who would make that? Like add wheels to it, Yeah. Yeah, like it just like moves with like a claw at the front of his mouth.
I think it's actually more like a slug. It's just because StarCraft uses sprite animation, so it doesn't actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh! I thought the hand was moving. I thought that was what moved the thing. Alright, arcade meters are out though, so we'll see.
And that's actually a great tech switch right here, because he was not expecting that.
Yeah, no, exactly. I didn't even see the Spire transition in there. Yeah, it's up there.
I didn't even see it. I wasn't even paying attention to what's going on at his home base because I was too busy complaining about how bad AO is.
Yep, okay, but Ao did lose, and I'm a little disappointed by his play, but I think it's just more or less like, when you F up like your when you get a run by in like that, it just kind of throws your whole build off, and then you're kind of like a loss of what to do after that because you're like so far behind now. But we'll see.
But not only that, I guess he got a bit more cockier with the last game, being like, "Oh, I did this," and I own him, so I'm just gonna do it again and not care so much.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's also that mentality as well. So the next map's gonna be on Python. So for a Protoss, I don't know. This map
All right.
for Protoss. Yeah.
Is it PvP or
No. We're still in the series. It's gonna be PvP.
Oh.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, Protoss would choose this map. Why?
It is because there is no easily accessible
Third, yeah,
bases.
that's why. Yeah, there's no easy third.
And also because the choke is so narrow and Protoss can just
Yeah.
cannon off like a whole 2 bases to themselves.
Yeah, no, that's very true. And with like modern day, I mean, Protoss tends to 2-base a lot. All right, so spawning at the top right as Salvation Army's player, it will be Owl, and then spawning at the bottom left-hand expansion or at that 7 o'clock, it will be the Red Zerg Pains Michael. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was yawning and
No, it's all good. It's all good, man. So do not worry. So Owl is going to be purple. So I think, I don't know, it's going to have to come down to what Owl is going to go plan to do. You know, he chose Python, you know, like we were talking about. You know, it's going to be easier for him to take that natural base, and it's going to make it harder for Zerg to, you know, take a third base, you know, easily. So, you know, with that, I mean, well, I'd like to see a Forge Fast expand, but no, he's going to go with the same build again. So, I mean, got to be putting that pylon down in his base. So, odd move.
and if this game does escalate into a late game, I do really want to see what kind of expansion will Michael choose, because if he chooses to go west, it will be a lot different if he's getting his third at the east, because when you get your third at the left-hand side, you shorten the distance between your opponent and your reinforcements.
Yeah.
And that way you can pretty much keep the pressure on your opponent.
But it is more susceptible to pressure, though, at that same end, though.
Oh yeah.
Which is sometimes why you don't. Well, that's why you don't want to expand your opponent a lot of the time. You know, it's just less distance for them to attack your expansion. But you know, like you said, you can just pressure that other way. So, yeah.
But also, what I noticed about Python is that it's very the distance between bases is equivalent, no matter where you go from 12 to 8 o'clock or from 6 to 2 o'clock.
So it's like perfect like that. I didn't know that. It's really awesome. Yeah, so what are we saying? We saw a hatch before pool opening, so pressure can be coming out of Michael for sure right now. 4 lings are coming out. I think probably 8 lings are probably going to be coming out?
It's double gateway versus overpool.
Yeah, so
this is not good. As a Zerg player, I would not want to be in this situation. Yes, you do have those 4 lings, but you do need that hatchery to be done as soon as possible, because when you go 12 hatch, your lings are usually out by the time, and your hatchery is done by the time the first 2 zealots and a probe reaches your natural expansion, so that way you can throw down some, you know, some Sunkins and just scare away zealots with your Zerglings and whatnot.
No, it's true. I mean, the one thing Michael could do is just try to like isolate some zealots, but I mean, going back home, he's I mean, like, he's gonna be probably have to pull like 2 or 3 drones just to make Sunkins as well as you can, as fast as you can. Panic colonies, like you would call them.
Yeah, and that's what he's gonna do right now, and it is crucial for Protoss to have that probe earlier and in time, because that way you can deny those. And what is he doing? I have no idea. Why would he throw down
macro hatch? Maybe just maybe it's just like to hold off, but like he's like going like, I mean, he's even pulling 3 drones for this. Oh, but he's gonna be able to come from both sides, so that's definitely gonna help though for sure. If he can isolate them, yeah.
That definitely is gonna help him, and his Sunken is done. So this Zealot rush is pretty useless right now.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
AO doesn't even have his gas up right now, while well, neither does Michael. He only has 50 gas, but
yeah. So I mean, I guess it's kind of equaled out, though. I mean, let's... Yeah, so, I mean, what Michael lost all of his zealots, right? Or, well, all but one. So he's going to have to go back. I mean, no, not Michael, sorry. Al has lost pretty much all his zealots. So what's his transition? Just starting to get his gas out. So he's got a very delayed cyber core. So, well, I mean, the only thing I think he could do is probably just transition into... I mean, he could try to transition to a normal game, but it's going to be kind of behind now because, I mean... Now, not only was, you know, Michael be able to get up that macro hatch, I mean, now he's just going to be able to do do waves of drones if he wanted to.
Oh, yeah, and it looks like Michael's actually going to be able to get that Spire before Dragoon range is going to be complete, and that's going to put AO in a lot of trouble right now because he has no air defenses whatsoever, and his cybernetics core is just starting to build.
Yeah, so... Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
He's still producing zealots, however, which is, in my opinion, is a useless investment right now because you're not going to be able to push into a two-hatch, well, like, a two-hatch natural where there's probably going to be a bunch of Sunkens right now and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, going mass zealot... it can definitely work. I feel like, I mean, like, if you're not prepared for it with speed loss just charging in... But I think you definitely need that speed coming in, you know, just to, like, make that, like, intimidation factor so much greater. I think that you definitely need to get that. 12 Zealots can do ransack at base very, very well. But he's starting to get Dragoons with range. Yeah, like you said, he does have the Spire coming up. So we'll see how it's going to go down. I think the transition, though, is we might even need to see Reaver again. Because, you know, he needs to harass some kind of, you know, Michael somehow. But, you know, it's going to be hard. I mean, with Muto, like, in the air, he's going to have air control. So, like, he can't get a shuttle in there really effectively.
Oh, yeah, and that's the problem. The first game, the reason why Michael lost the first game is because he was expecting this kind of opening that happened in this game, in the first game. And that's why the build order he's following right now is a lot more successful than the one that happened than when the first game happened, because it wasn't 2-gate. It was actually a 1-gate into core and then Reaver.
Yeah. No, it's very, very true.
And now there's no Reavers. There's no air defense whatsoever right now. So he feels less hesitant to go for that Spire and just get Mutas and just harass and kill whatever Zealots and probes he can with those Mutalisks.
Yeah, I mean, Dragoons aren't like the greatest anti-Muta thing to get out as well. I mean, there will be a significant amount, so he definitely doesn't want to engage them, but like they're not like, it's not like Corsair. It's not like running to like 6 Corsair at once, you know. Oh
yeah, I know exactly what you mean, and he has 4 Dragoons right now, but well, 5 now, and the problem, as I mentioned earlier, he did invest into Zealots right now, and they are pretty useless. He has no cannons, which means that those Mutalisks are going to be able to just fly out and kill whatever they can.
Yeah.
I guess the reasoning behind that is that because he knows that if AO knows that if he'll push out right now, Michael's not going to be able to fend off this army without Mutalisks, so he just leaves the game. He just left the game like midway. Well, I was gonna say, I mean, like, I didn't really like agree with Al just pushing out like that, but yeah. I mean, it's like, what could he do? I mean, like, he 2-gated, it didn't work. So, like, what do you follow that up with? I mean, you GG or you try to do, like, a 1-base pressure. But, I mean, he was walled in pretty well. Yeah, and it's not even that. It's just the moment he saw Mutalisk, he just, like, oh, okay. So I just, like, I can't do anything. So, bye. Okay, yeah. Goodbye. So, what do we saw? We saw Michael win that. So, we have, so actually... The last game will actually determine the series, actually, oddly enough. So it's actually Salvation Army's up 2, and Pain Clan's actually up 2 as well. So. Well, I do have fun commentating these games, but I do have to take a little break. I have to go up. Yeah, no. So, good luck. No, I have to like get off and whatnot. I'll like you're probably still gonna be commentating. Oh yeah. Back. So once I'm ready, I'll let you know and Alright. Continue. Yeah, cool. Alright, so we're going to go to our last series, guys. We're going to be going on to Yeti versus
versus Payne's Marine here. So great casting by Frost again. So we'll wait for him to come back on, eventually speaking. And so it's going to be, let's do this. I'm getting a little tired myself. I've been pretty casting for 5 hours now. 5 hours now. But that's okay. So the first one's going to be on Tall Cross. Oddly enough. So yeah, this game's going to go down. So I guess game 1 just wasn't casting because I have games, the replays start from 2 and 3, so I guess I'm just going to have to figure out who won and who didn't win. So, whatever. Okay, so spawning in the top right, it'll be Salvation Army's Yeti here, so, yeah. And then, at that 10 o'clock, we'll go with, will be, sorry, didn't even change it. Will be Pain Clan's Marine. So Marine Yeti, I'm gonna be a biased. I did like Yeti's play. I forget what he did last time, but I did like his playstyle. So anyway, so Protoss on this map's going, yeah. I mean, so Protoss is gonna put the aggression on for the early stages of the game. So with that being said, we'll definitely, be a little bit more favored to Protoss because, they'll do a 2-gate Dragoon pressure like normal, unless we see something different, which I'll obviously look out for. And, from that, what will we see? So, I mean, I'll be interested how Marines are gonna deal with this. So, I've actually finished changing over the overlay. I didn't. Capital M-A-R-I-N-E, which would be purple. That's not a cool purple color. That's a good purple. And then we have, as the yellow Protoss, Yeti. Okay. Yeti. Yeti will be yellow. Yellow. Okay, so... Okay, so Yeti will actually be getting good scouting information off right from the get-go so far, so that's really going to help for sure right now. And oddly enough, we're going to see a one-basing Marine here. So these games have actually been not so standard. You normally see, on this map, you normally want to take the natural just because it's on the same level, so get contained if you're going to get contained, which you really can't help from this map layout, as your natural and main are on the same level. You really want to be, you want to have this wall over here, which allows you to get up your expand, but maybe not realizing that, so maybe Marine has some specific build order for this, but now we have standard Cyber Core coming over around 215-ish, and we'll probably finish around 245, getting in at gas, so we're going to be seeing standard mech oriented, maybe probably a 1 factory fast expand. But even still, though, you can still go with, a 1 factory if you're still, you don't want to put down your CC right away, but at least you'll have the wall off, so, you won't have Dragoons running in your base right away. We could see an FD push to push out of this, which might not be the worst possible scenario, but, I mean, it's going to be a little weird. So, nice wall. Should stop, Zealots and Dragoons from pushing in, but, ooh, we'll kill off the probe, though. Nice micro coming from there. And we'll be getting that Dragoon up right now with range. Remember, remember, I mean, you could go for 2 different ways from this standard. You can go put down second gateway, or you can take an expand. So we'll see what that's going to be coming out of Yeti here. Marine is going to be scouting. We'll be seeing probably what he wants to be seeing. Nothing crazy. He's seeing an upgrade coming out of there. Probably not air attack upgrade, or that would get a little ridiculous, but it is cheaper to get. We are seeing double factory fast expand, so gonna be willing to put in some aggression here. Probably gonna get a couple vultures out. May want to try to do some vulture run by if it's possible, but sometimes it's kind of hard to do that against the Protoss because what they oftentimes do with their range Dragoons, they end up putting them, out by their main bait, outside their front door. It makes it a little bit harder for vultures to get through there. But remember, I mean, it does say they do 20 damage, but they do not do 20 damage to vultures, as they are counted as small, I think. I believe that's what they're accounted for. But anyway, putting on that second gateway, so both players are going to go for more aggressive openings here. Two factory, versus 2-gate pressure. I'd say, 2-gate Goon is going to win with proper micro. I mean, they can kite the Marines all day, so these 4 Marines are going to be absolutely worthless as they're not in a bunker. And watch this. Does he have range yet? Just about to kick in. So Not going to be able to quite kite them yet, as they do have the same range right now, but still going to be able to kite them, and now with range done. With range about to done, he's already killed off one. Range has completed, so he's going to be able to do that. I'm not sure if he realizes that quite yet. But yeah, he will be able to kite this. If he wanted to, he could go in there and probably do some more damage to the Marines. But you have to also note that tanks have, while they're unsieged, actually outrange goons by 1 or 2 range. I don't remember a 100%, but yeah. Just want to note there. Okay, so Dragoons are coming out now. How's this kiting gonna go? Can he kill off these Marines? Yeah. See, they only do 10 damage. Oh, tank's exposed. Is he just got to go for it? He may get it. But wants to be careful of that Spider-Man. 17 HP remaining on that, but to take a lot of fire from those Marines right there. So nice little micro going on down here. We'll be going pushing back right now. Back to base right here. We do see robotics facility going for the shuttle. So, you know, I don't really know. One of these players from yesterday or earlier today was getting the shuttle earlier, which I never understood. That might be a support bay coming down. One of these buildings might be a support bay. But they randomly load up like 4 zealots in the base, not in the base, but actually no, this actually might have been Yeti actually who was doing this. But he like loaded up like 4 zealots in this and tried to like deteriorate, you know, the tank push. Because while they're sieged up, you can drop them. But the problem is like that's normally a later game tactic, because what that normally forces is, you know, when there's so many tanks spread out or clumped up together, they tend to fire upon the splash damage ends up killing other tanks. So, you know, when there's not so many, I mean, they'll take a couple shots right there, but not too much. But it looks like we're going to be seeing some kind of push, more of an aggressive push coming out of Marine here, which is definitely nice to see. You know, a lot of passive Terrans as of lately right here. So I really like to see this, you know, this aggressive style coming out of Marine right here. So definitely very, very awesome. Even brought 2 SCVs, not all in, what it looks like, but still not putting in expand. Actually might be all in now. He's still bringing over more SCVs. So yeah, this is actually looking very difficult push to deal with right now, and Yeti may just lose. But that's gonna be a lot of Dragoons there, so he's gonna have to try to kite all these things all day, but you know, keep in mind there are Spider Mines. Kind of like a variation to an FD push, but a lot more powerful. Oh, yeah, I think, actually, Yeti may have just lost. He just does not have enough production to really deal with this. 3 gateways, and he got OBS. So, I mean, you know, Marine kind of found this timing where tanks are really powerful. You know, kiting these Dragoons pretty well. Remember, they do outrange. It's kind of like Dragoons chasing Marines, except now it's Dragoons chasing tanks, but they outrange that. So, well, we'll see here. I thought that was a scout for a second. He does have a shuttle, but not doing anything with it quite yet. But looks like the tanks were... Oh, no, the tanks are back there. So, ooh, what's that? Getting him a missile turret as well. Vultures are going to die, but, you know, they do have the Spider Mines are there, so it's definitely going to help out. And if those Spider Mines are triggered, keep in mind they are going to do a lot of damage, but it does take 2 Dragoon shots to kill that off. Back at home base, he is still trying to reinforce his push. Doesn't have enough for an expand, which he just did put down right there. It looks like he's going to be setting up a contain. Definitely, you know, the one thing you want to note, especially with this shuttle out now, he's going to be able to do some drop harass if he'd like to. He could put down a Templar Archives, force down a DT harass. I mean, he does have a turret there, but, you know, keep in mind, yeah, DT can quickly go in there undetected, kill off that missile turret pretty quickly, even with 1 or 2 of them, and then pretty much just win. But he's getting up to 5 gates off of 1 base, which you really can't afford to do if you're producing effectively here. He's somewhat supply blocked right now, 60 over 65, so when he does another wave of Dragoons, he will be supply blocked. And this push is slow. It's slowly but surely pushing up right here. He only has 2 tanks. Is he reinforcing? Yeah, no more tanks though. Odd decision there. I'm a little surprised by that, but yeah. But you know, Yeti's still contained off to 1 base. You know, you have to keep that in mind right now. Is getting up that expansion, so definitely, you know, doing pretty awesome stuff here. But those tanks are coming in the back, so you know, keep in mind they do their 70 damage for each of their Arcalite shock cannons. Oh, that was not... Ah, well, actually, that might have been enough to pull it off. Nice little micro trick right there. We'll be able to clean up the rest of this pretty effectively. I mean, yeah, this siege tank, but I mean, they're Dragoons, so they should be able to take it off pretty well. So we able to break down this contain, but you know, like, you know, Frost was saying beforehand, like I've always said, you don't want to be too aggressive, because what ends up happening is counter push. which could be imminent. May or may not happen, but we'll see. But there's already spider mines in defensive positionings here, so it's gonna be, you know, again, a little bit more difficult. But yeah, but here comes the push right here. eBay's in an interesting position right there. Nope, it looks like he's gonna go back up, and it looks like he's gonna put down an expand. Another shuttle is out. We'll be loading about 4 zealots in there, maybe a drop, or just wanting to do that. Yeti, that's what Yeti likes to do a lot. He likes to, you know, load up 4 zealots in that shuttle. Doesn't get speed for it though. And I guess it's like a trademark thing for him, but I think he should get speed for it. But it's probably too much big of an investment to get with that. And looking for a third, but third does not exist. So, ooh, but there's a lot of charge though. I guess Marine just knows about his playstyle or what have you, but just playing very, very cautiously, getting up those charts right there. The chart will have to be canceled though, or will go up, but will go down instantaneously. There are 2 tanks here, but, you know, whoa, well, he can't really engage now as there's going to be too many, well, he's going to be able to try to go in there. Nice, dropping onto the tanks right there, so it looks like he might be able to just push through this. Yeti may get a victory here. Yeah, doing a pretty good job so far, you know, really killing off the distance here, and, you know, one of the downsides of doing this is, you know, you're being so aggressive, this sometimes happens, and that's why sometimes Terrans do not like to be super aggressive. So anyway, so it looks like Yeti will be able to potentially just get this over. Oh, and it looks like Vulture will go down. Alright, so he's going to start repairing that CC, so it will not go down. You know, at the meantime, he does have this expansion up, not saturated. He's apparently being able to produce out of 5 gates, which does not make any sense of what I've understood of playing Protoss off of 1 base. But that is okay. I do have, you know, Frost telling me something. Actually losing a lot of Dragoons right there. So actually, I mean, that pushed it a lot of damage. Well, you cast all the fucking when I'm gone. So you're ready to cast? I'm trying to figure out if he's like ready to recast or whatever. Okay, but anyway, so he will be going in here. Gotta be killing up the rest of that spider mine. So yeah, we'll have Frost again with us. I thought he was leaving for the night. I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, okay, so he had to go upstairs. Okay, I misinterpreted that he had to get some socks. That's why he had to quit our cast in the cold basement. Wow, that's really funny. You guys cannot see this chat, but he said I had to go upstairs and get some socks. It's cold in the basement. That's end quote. Okay, but anyway, Vulture Harass is going down in the mineral line of Yeti here. So Yeti is going, you know, not being, I mean, got maybe 1 or 2 pro kills, not the end of the world, but you know, what have you. I'm gonna be taking up that 3rd base because in TVP, you do not want to, you know, same thing with like Zerg, Protoss, in this match, you want to be at least 1 base ahead, if not more. I say at least 3 times because you really want to be a lot farther ahead than the Terran. But anyway, okay, so what do we see here? We see supply depots. Not really that interesting. And 4 factories. You know, this part of the game I've normally seen like 7 factories, not just as like throwing a number out there. But getting a bit, you know, getting a high tank number out. But you want to know though. I mean, with Mech, you really want to have that high tank numbers, and you know he's been really aggressive with it, and I mean he's been pretty good with his zealots, with his pretty good control of his tanks, excuse me. But you know, with Yeti's playstyle of getting down that shuttle, you know, with that zealot, I mean, just loves doing it. It's a pretty effective strategy. I mean, last week he wasn't that great, you know, but you know, with his new refined skills or what have you, you know, he's been able to get a pretty good, you know, killing off 1 or 2 siege tanks. But now it's about 5 tanks. So, you know, how will he compensate for this? I mean, zealots. I mean, especially with no anti-aero yet, we do not see an armory coming up at all. We're just seeing around 4 factories going for very aggressive. So Marine, you know, looks to be very aggressive this game, and not necessarily a bad thing. But you know, you just have to be very careful because you know, Mech, once you start losing those armies, it gets exponentially weaker. So, Because also you have to keep in mind they're very expensive units. So, all right, so spider mines are going up, more missile charts going up. So I mean, Marine really likes to do these slow pushes right here. Here comes the shuttle with another 4 zealots here again, doing a great job cleaning up these tanks right here. Even with that, did he even get? And then what really drives Yeti to be the awesomest person ever? Late game, the TVP, if I'm getting this player right, he likes to go carrier transition. You know, it's bizarre. I've seen him get the carriers. He's been ahead. I believe he won his last TVP. Sorry. But it looks like he may lose this game. I'm not quite sure. I mean, these tanks are trying to do the best of his ability. Actually, kind of shielding the tanks right there. Not a bad position at all, but it looks like he may lose this, and Marine might just be too powerful for him. But keep in mind, though, I don't think Marine knows about this other base here, so he's going to be at a pretty good standpoint. I mean, he's going to be able to produce out of all these gateways. He's at 7 gateways so far, so he's doing a pretty good job. And it looks like, will the repair be great enough to keep that tank alive? I don't think it will. Looks like, no, well, I guess the tank is still surviving pretty well. A little low on HP right here. Look how cool that effect is on the blue flame right there. Like, that is awesome fire. But not blew up. Oh, ooh, Spider-Man's kind of being good and bad. And it looks like those Spider-Mines actually did more harm than good. There still is one siege thing. More reinforcements are coming over right now. Saturation of the Natural still not getting the second gas yet. Really not macroing efficiently at all for Marine here. 2k in gas. Could start getting Science Vessel Tech out right about now, especially since he has that Stargate. Do we see the Fleet Bacon or do we see Arbitral Tribunal? We don't even see... I mean, either or. We did see a Templar Archives if we were going to see Arbiter Tech, but it doesn't look like that at all. But, you know, okay, so he's finally started to realize this base still exists for Yeti right here. Yeti's still holding on pretty well. You know, very aggressive standpoint right here. It's kind of hard to tell exactly what Marine's trying to do at this point. Just trying to break down his opponent right now. It's been like 10 minutes of non-stop aggression so far. It's been kind of crazy. But, I mean, he's still mining happily at that natural expansion. Really hasn't really lost so much. Upgrade count for Yeti, not that great so far. Same thing for Marine. Marine really has really neglected upgrades. And, you know, really hasn't really seen a reason to transition into getting Goliath now because, I mean, what's the point? I mean, he still has to deal with these tanks, and, you know, Marine's really not seeing any kind of higher tech, really, other than standard Master Goon Zealot with Shuttle Micro. So, I mean, definitely, I mean, I think Yeti's put up a good fight, but I think he's just starting to be broken down right now. I mean, probe saturation here looks a lot worse than it used to be, and he has to pull it out through Dragoon right here, and I think another wave will be coming up, you know, fairly shortly. Well, I mean, excuse me, Vulture should be making their way down there. I'm trying to figure out where his tanks are. 2 tanks, that's it. So, you know, both players are kind of at a stalemate right now. I mean, I can't say... I mean, Yeti's taken some damage, but you can't count out the fact that, I mean, Marine is really high, not really macroing efficiently, probably could have probably win right here, but because of that, you know, since he's not macroing so well, I mean, his tank counts are really, really low, can't really continue this aggression for the time being. So, you know, you have to be wary of that. And this third base is still up and running, you know, but, you know, you have to still... You know, understand that this third base for Marine is coming up right now. And it's kind of odd, though. His name is Marine, yet he's not going Bio. And I feel like someone named Marine, doesn't matter even if Bio is the worst possible thing you can potentially go in this matchup. You should probably just go just Bio anyway, just because your name's Marine. Like Marine King Prime for StarCraft 2, like MKP, like, it'd be kind of weird if you didn't have, like, a Marine in his army. Like, at least, like, one Marine in his army, just to be, like, awesome. Okay, but it looks like, uh-oh. Didn't quite kill off that ops right there. Marine loves to put down these missile turrets in the center of the map here. Vulture run by into the main base right here. They do have 4 kills, 1 kill, and 0 kills. So, 5 kills altogether, but there is no mineral patch as I didn't realize how late game it was, as it is actually 19 minutes in the game almost. So, you know, pretty fun game to cast, but more Vultures moving their way in here, but really wanting to know where his tanks are. That's kind of the deciding factor. Still only 2 tanks. What has he been doing? Okay, somehow he's, okay, he's transferring. I was like, why all of a sudden he's not? Okay, so now he's not producing anything. You know, it's just partially because he's not mining on the main base for a while. But he does have 2 tanks here. This third base looks like it may go down. Reinforcing again for running to spider mines. And no shuttle. No, shuttle's up here. Still not making any kind of zealot, so he really needs to refuel that if he wants to use that. Really kind of going Master Goon right now, making 1 zealot so far. But unsieging, and we'll just start, you know, firing at that base. I'm surprised he doesn't want to just kill it. But, you know, I mean, the longer Yeti's still off confined to these 3 bases, he's kind of holding on very, very tightly. You know, he started up teching the Stargate, and they kind of stopped. And, I mean, yeah, he's just kind of falling apart right now. I expect a GG soon. I mean, that 3rd base is being shelled upon right now. I mean, look how fast that, yeah, look how fast that's taking down. Each shot from that is absolutely ridiculously powerful. Okay, so more tanks are going to be making their way over here. So, yeah, I mean, he's also thinking of... Oh, no, stop. Okay, spider mines everywhere. He does sneak an obs out of there. We'll be seeing how far behind he is. I mean, he'll be happy that he's not really seeing much. But it is 84 supply to 26. I mean, that's pretty bad. Alright, Yeti GG's right now, so that means Marine did win. So I want to clarify one thing. I'm going to go call our awesome Frost buddy here, but I want to quickly talk about something. Now, these replays looks like, I believe that was game number 2 in the series, so I'm going to assume that... Yeah. Oh, hey, what's up? I'm going to assume that Yeti won game 1 of the series, because I have, like, replays, like, 2 and 3, so I don't actually know who wins, but I believe Marine did win... or Yeti won game 1, but I'll keep it as still so far if we're just playing this as a standard thing. I have to take a piss real quick, so feel free to enlighten the viewers for all you want. Because I'll be right back in like 2 minutes.
So what should I enlighten you viewers about? There's nothing really to enlighten you about, because I don't know. I guess I'll tell you a bit about myself. I'm Iron Frost, and I've been playing StarCraft since I was 9. Never competitive though, and I'm glad I'm doing casting with Fitz now, because I do have to admit that I've never been like a greatest player in StarCraft. I'm just like an average C-level Zerg, but I do feel like StarCraft community did get stronger because of the whole like StarCraft 2 scenery, just pushing out the original game and whatnot, and it's kind of sad, but I really appreciate the fact that there are people who still watch Brood War games, who still are into it. And, I guess there's just things money can't buy. Anyways, you know, what else should I talk about? I don't know, I guess I should talk about how Fitz is taking a piss right now, and he doesn't know that I'm talking about it. I don't know. Oh, I can hear his mom talking in the background. Hey, Fitz. Hello? Fitz, are you there yet? I guess he's still taking it. That's one long piss to be taking, Fitz. I gotta tell you that. I really hope you're not gonna record this for a video.
What?
How was the piss?
Good. So grab the snack real quick. Okay.
Because I had no idea
What?
what to talk about.
Oh yeah.
So I talked about I don't know, you taking a piss. I guess I don't know.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding. I talked about a bunch of random stuff. But
So-
what's the next game?
All right. Sniper's Ridge, oddly enough.
Again.
Yep.
Oof. What's the matchup?
PvT.
Oh, that's not bad.
No more thirds.
Thank God. I like seeing some mine action and whatnot.
Are you in yet? Join.
Your password says it's incorrect.
Oh, you know why? Because it is incorrect.
Is there a password?
No, there is. I just spelled. I messed up one of the things in it.
Oh, okay.
Try it now.
Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, so fighting spirit. TVP.
Yeah, let's do this.
Well, let's do this. And all the 13 people that are watching this.
Okay, so spawning in the bottom.
Whoa. The hell? Dude, I think it's
Yeah, I think I chose fighting spirit. Oh, okay.
I think it's me versus you. Wait, is that what we're doing right now?
I did not mean to do this.
Alright. What race are you?
Terran.
I'm Zerg.
Well, this could be a nice sidetrack thing. Hold on. This be a really quick game. I can guarantee you. Like,
No, I'm not gonna try to go like all. What's your max rank with Terran though?
E.
Huh?
E. Alright, so, well, we have this brief intermission. Feel free to watch how bad I am. And how loud his keyboard is.
I'm pretty bad too. Oh, I found you. I mean, you found me already.
SEV Rush! That didn't work! But I have 60 HP workers!
But
I have 60 HP workers, what the fuck? Alright, fine, you know what? Take this, okay? I got you, I got this. Okay, you're done. You are so done right now.
Oh shit.
Bam, take it. Drilling at your hatchery. Bam. No, you're no. No.
Yes.
What? The AI in this game is so stupid. There we go, okay. Bam, take it. Quit. It's a bullshit game. Dumb.
What was this about anyway?
No, I just I accidentally, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't.
Yeah, I just won 97 points.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's legit. Okay, well, feel good, right? I probably just
Yeah.
lost them. Oh yeah, because Fighting Spirit's like an actual game. It's an actual map of the week now, so. Okay, so actually, let's get in the rep. Good brief intermission.
It'll happen. Oh, there's.
You lose 37 points. Your new ranking is 517. That is like E, I think. I think I'm down to E yet. I think.
No, you're D- for now.
I'm D- still.
E is under thing. Under 500.
Alright, so let's get in this game. So spawning in the bottom right, it will be a Marine as the White Terran for competing for Pain Clan. And then today, and then spawning in the bottom left, it will be Salvation Army's Yeti as the Purple Protoss, who is going to be my fan favorite.
And as I recall, Yeti was the one who lost the last game.
Yep.
And I think he did have an edge though at the beginning.
No, did he?
Yeah, because he did manage to deny the natural expansion in the beginning from.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not like his push like wasn't bad. It was just like
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we just saw a super aggressive Terran that just broke down the Protoss. It wasn't like, I don't know. I mean, like, I think though, like Yeti, like I think what kept Yeti in that game for so long is the fact that he where he likes to go. Yeti is this player that really likes to get this this like the shuttle play. This like he likes to load up 4 zealots in that, and then ends up, I believe, if I'm not mixing up this with another player. I know he likes to do the 4 shuttle play, and then I believe in TVP he likes to transition to carrier.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but he likes to do it.
Well, the thing about shuttle play, it's actually funny because I didn't see any, like, at least from from what I saw, I didn't see any shuttle play.
Oh.
In fact, last game there was no zealots whatsoever.
Oh no! He was dropping them on the siege tanks. That's what he was doing. Yeah, that's what he was doing. That's what he loves to do. But the only thing though is he doesn't get speed. So I like the one thing I think that Yeti could work on, like, do like a standard opening, but then he could go transition into like an FE with a forage or whatever, and then go transition to Reaver drop, and then like get speed with that, and then start doing that, and then get more of a gateway centric army, and then get speed with that, which will definitely help. I think it'll definitely strengthen his build, but we'll see if that's gonna happen.
Yeah, and the other problem he had was really he didn't have any kind of support units at that time. It was I believe 18-minute mark where he should have had either Templars or what's it called, Arbiter at that point, and there was nothing of that. It was just
yeah, Arbiter can come up. There's about 2 standard timings of what I've calculated for in that matchup. You can
just killed an SCV.
Oh, did he?
I don't know
really?
if you caught that. Yeah.
No, I didn't.
So he pretty much just took down an SCV.
Oh yeah.
He is delaying this barrack for quite some time now.
And like I was just talking about, like there's like 2 times for Arbiter tech. Yeah, he didn't hit either of them, but like standard, you could rush for them, which comes around 9 minutes and 30 seconds that Arbiter tech comes up, or around 12-ish minutes, around that 12, 13-ish minutes around that time is when standard Arbiter tech comes around. But we just saw no tech after Stargate at that game. But to be fair, like he really couldn't do much about it. Like all he could do is really make gateway units. The aggression was non-stop that game.
And it seems like some of these players are D plus level players, and or even C minus players have problem with multitasking, and
oh yeah,
often they forget to build tech units, or just like they forget to build tech buildings, or they just not tech up. And this zealot have paid off of what it's worth already by killing 2 SCVs.
Very, very, very true. Alright, so potential FD push. No, I take that back because there's 2 factories coming up. But Marine went for that super aggressive style. So he's doing the same thing. And on this map, I think it's better to do it on, because your natural is actually on the low ground, so you can defend your main base much easier. And they're talking about some other Russian maybe.
No, it's Polish, I believe, and they're talking about lag or something like that.
Oh, what? I have to do a 2x2 tournament after this? What? No!
You're doing what after?
Well, I mean, like, I'm supposed to, like, cast their tournaments, and now all of a sudden I have to go do, a Celeste just, launched 2v2 tour, and I'm like, oh, great, that's going to be great to cast, yeah.
Oh, and he wants you to cast it, or you?
Well, they're probably going to, because I'm online right now. I probably should slash on D&D, because they're probably going to ask me soon. I probably will. But, because, I mean, I've done, like, 5 hours of Clan League today. I think that's pretty good devotion to Clan League.
Oh, yeah, definitely, because, I mean, I could not be able to...
I could not cast for that long. No, I mean, I might. I mean, it depends. I mean, 2v2 casting, it's kind of... It's a lot different. I mean, at least in, like, the 1v1 leagues, it's, like, there's some variation. 2v2 is, like... It depends on, like, how low league the game is. Like, if they're both really crappy players. The problem is, like, iCup tournaments, like, there's no, like, barrier for, like...
the crappiness.
For like yeah, for like how good, how bad players are. So you'll just have like you'll have like person like Scan come in and just wreck everyone, and he'll like troll, but he'll win every game. And it's just like and then like I cast all of his games like, well, I know who's gonna win. It's just like so I don't know.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
Because there's like, I mean, it's in like D-ranked team leagues and DRIL, like, you know, those have like, you know, somewhat moderate skills. I mean, like even like the high level like foreign players, like they're high level, like, you know, maybe not equal footing, but I mean like you're not gonna have like C plus, B plus people play like D minus.
Exactly.
It just does not happen. It just doesn't happen in those leagues. So.
Well, back to the game. He Protoss. Yeti's actually getting his expansion is done. He did transfer at least 12 pros or so.
Yeah.
He did get that shuttle you were talking about. There is no robo base, so I'm guessing he is gonna try to do that kind of shuttle.
Yeah.
It's called Zealot bombing. He's gonna try to Zealot bomb, and it looks like he's going to try to put down some bunkers here right now with those SCVs.
Yeah, Marine just has this unbelievable aggressive style from him. And here we go. Yeah, he's gonna bring the Zealots in there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the Marine. Yeah, are you kidding? Like that one spider mine. Ooh. Yeah, but there we go. I mean, he just dropped the Zealots. I mean, sometimes it's a little bit more effective. Sometimes it's a little bit more effective. Sometimes it's not. But you know what they're doing right now for ICUP? We have this new guy called JD, ICUP JD, who's like the new trial admin for tournaments, so that's why. But we're cool. We're TV. We don't care about that. We're awesome like that. We have our own like Twitch.tv channel, man. We're cool.
I mean, there's so many things that I've been reading on forums and whatnot, and sometimes I don't understand why people even go over forums and that kind of stuff.
Don't what?
Like the whole scan and Jun Kim or whatever the guy was.
Oh, for Clan League, you mean?
No, for like for smurfing and Scan just like talking about smurfing and.
Oh yeah, no. Like Scan and Jokim, people give them so much shit. I don't know if it's.
Jokim.
Yeah, I mean I cast with the guy. He's nice. I mean I'm not sure. I mean I know apparently there's talk about him like giving very, very talented veterans extra points to get in the semifinals, even though they apparently 1 point short, and then like he gave him the point or something like that. I don't know. It's some like scandal about Brood War. I'm like who cares? It's like its own like it's like pop culture for Brood War. It's like who cares about this? It's kind of funny though. But yeah, I mean, we're seeing like very much what happened last game. You know, that push from Marine got failed, and now we're going to see Yeti in the main base here. I think he might be able to get, acquire some SCV kills, but I think he'll ultimately get pushed back here. And
he did manage to deny his main natural expansion though, and further delaying it, which does put him in quite a good economical advantage over what's this guy's name again, Marine.
Yeah.
Because as a Protoss, you do want to have at least one base over your opponent, just like with the Zerg. And he is being smart by keeping these 4 Dragoons just outside of his base to see if there's going to be any kind of push or all-in attack. And he is taking his 3rd action at the same time because he does feel comfortable. He does feel confident in the fact that he can. Well,
he has a high tank count. I mean, it's like yeah, you have to. I mean, like that's when Terran is awesome because they can just be like, "Yo, you cannot run into a siege line. I'm impenetrable." I mean, you have to put in the fact. I mean, Yeti is this playstyle where he's gone. I mean, like this playstyle of getting that shuttle. He's going in. Yep, and here comes. Look what he's doing right now. He's getting up that fleet bacon. And so he's probably gonna transition to carrier. That's what he.
Where's bacon? Oh, there's the bacon.
Yeah. I take it from a StarCraft 2 caster that always says it, but Husky StarCraft, that guy, I love him, but
he calls it bacon.
Yeah, fleet bacon, the fleet bacon. It's kind of caught on to me as well, but yeah. So the fleet bacon, yep, carriers are in production. So we'll see if it's going to do all that much. I mean, this could definitely catch Marine off guard. But you mean, carriers, very powerful capital ships as they are. Oh, will that shuttle get in there in time? It looks like it will.
That's some nice bombing happening right there. I mean, he did force him to unsiege, leaving him vulnerable to this attack.
Yeah.
He just pushed in once again. He's going to deny this natural expansion once again. Just further, I'm speechless at it right now. I mean, I don't even know what Marine is doing in this game at this point.
I think, I mean, like I said, he does this unbelievably aggressive style. Like it's kind of still like you saw last game. Like it's just he just does this super aggression style, and in a way it works off. But it's like whenever I talk about like a passive Terran in this matchup, like what they'll do is they'll send out their vultures, but they won't send out their tanks, their most like powerful units. Like the problem is a lot of players are like skeptical, don't want to lose their tanks and stuff like that. This guy does not care about that. I mean, he's been aggressive, and I'm not going to say he's had the worst engagements, but he's lost a significant portion of his tanks where he could be at right now. So. It's like that. You have to make sure your tank numbers are okay. And he's right now he's only up to 6 tanks. 11, 12 minutes in the game now. It's not looking too good for him. Where he would like to be.
I do have to point out that his eBay have been down, and he was not producing turrets. If Yeti will take advantage over that and just start building up carriers and get a couple more shuttles with 4 Zealots, and then he could easily pick off whatever leftover tanks he has.
Yeah, so he's off of 3 base. He's producing 1 carrier at a time. So I'm not sure if he has no idea that this carrier is coming in. Like, this is like his ace of cards. Like, yeah, he has no idea. He has not scanned, and he has no air, so he has absolutely no possible way to figure this out.
He did manage, however, push out and take over this ramp here, so he is going to have a little bit more room to breathe, but that's not for long, because once the carriers are going to be out, there's no Goliaths, there's actually no armory to be found anywhere, so he's going to be in big trouble.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's, yeah.
Counts,
The problem is he's not putting down an academy, like, that's one of the problems, like, what was the guy's name? Yeah, like, Gabe's, whatever the guy's name was, and his opponent, like, that guy did not go standard build orders. Like, he did not. It was just something that he did not do from his playstyle. That may or may not, show a weaker player, but he knew how to react. I mean, he got, like, interesting, he got, like, Valkyries, he went, like, mass Goliath, and, like, he was looking pretty strong, but, I mean, being games as he is, he won. But, he looked very strong for that game. Here, where Yeti might be kind of doing this, like, interestingly off, or, no, sorry, I'm mixing up what I'm trying to talk about. And then Marine, going this super aggressive style, maybe not, like a super standard build, not really, clear on the timings of it, but, going for a really aggressive Terran style, what you get when you often, get rid of when you're not doing a standard build order is these kind of key buildings that you're getting, like, in an academy, like those timings are like really put into your build order the more you do it. But with this playstyle, it's like, well, it's kind of like how the game progresses, and sometimes you forget it, And there's a GG.
Yeah, but I was going to say, I mean, one of the, like, he really needed to scout, and aside from all that, as you mentioned, there's certain things that the players do that just like completely bogus, and they still win with them.
So this is actually somewhat moderately interesting here, because actually we have 2-2 and we don't have the last replay of the series, so it's kind of tied up. So let's go for you who won the series. I'm actually somewhat interested who won. Okay, but anyway, yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad. I mean, carriers. I mean, all you gotta do is like scan, and then it'd be like, oh, get Goliath. I'm seeing if I'm casting this tournament.
Did you make the game already?
Oh, no, we're done. But there's no more games to be casted.
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
How about we I don't know, join a game and like play it, or cast like some live game ops.
That's what we might be doing.
Oh, right now?
That's what we might be doing. But I want to see who won this game, though. Okay, I am casting. Okay, so, well, let's just figure out. Well, I'm still in the middle of Clan League. Give me a minute. Okay, so I'm like in between, like, transitioning to another set of series. Okay, but, okay, so let's go to week 6. Okay, we saw, okay, Pain. Okay, Pain won. So, that means Yeti, Yeti lost. I'm mad. I like Yeti. Man, I like that dude, man. Ah, damn it. That's okay. So that concludes the series. So what we saw was the 2x2. Alright, pretty much what we saw, it was Salvation Army. It was a pretty good series. Like, it was 2-2. Then the last series came up. But we didn't get to see the last game. But that was good. That was a fun game, guys. Thanks for watching. Oh, so actually, this is actually, let me quote this right now. It is actually saying, I won 2-1 versus Yeti. The replay is corrected, though. Yeti couldn't report it either. Can you please confirm the score? So, yeah. That's weird. Right, so it's corrupted. That's why they didn't give it to us. So, you know, what have you. Corrupt replays do happen. So, that pretty much concludes the series. I mean, we saw Pain win. I was kind of hoping for Salvation Army was going to win because of Yeti. And this, I mean, Elena too. I mean, it's kind of sad though because Elena was kind of like a bitch that game, but still, his team still won. Oh well. Oh well. What can you do? Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll be back momentarily for this 2v2 series that we're doing. So, we'll be back momentarily. Guys, thanks for watching. Peace.